Hello. Welcome back. It's a Tuesday. I'm quite sleepy. And I have a bug. We're going to be doing a few bug fixy things today, along with implementing the levels designed by our very own Assassin Gamer, which is going to be super fun. But before we can get around to that, I've got a problem which I can't figure out. I've been doing some quality of life improvements. By the way, hello everybody. Howdy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Hope we're all having a good Tuesday, good start to the week. Hope we're feeling motivated, ready to do good things. I've been doing a lot of quality of life stuff. So an example of that is I've added in some confetti particles to the scoreboard now. So when a player wins the entire game, it'll rain down confetti on them, which looks pretty cool. That's nice. I'll show you guys that in a moment. I've done some bug fixes with the round ending. There was an issue where you could keep moving after the round is finished. So I fixed that. I've also made it so that players that go out of bounds don't keep floating about the place. They also stop moving and when it registers you as being a dead player. Things like that. I still need to add in death particles or a death effect, and the effect which I'm going to steal from President, also known as Jamie, in the Discord server for when the players get knocked back, because it's a really cool effect. If there's anyone watching right now who's not in the Discord server, jump in the Discord server and go check out the stuff that the other guys in there post, because it's really cool. It's really cool. We've got 9 people watching right now. That's a new record for this early on in the stream. Hello everybody. I got winner confetti dinner. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I feel like Thomas has done me dirty here. Tuesday 8 PM is my streaming slot. Thomas, what are you doing? Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, he's doing a live stream at the moment for his new 3D game Father, which I was also just watching leading up to the start of this stream. So I'm not anticipating high numbers, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go for, you know, the usual hour and a half, 2 hours ish, doing some bug fixing and adding in these new maps, and then if we have time we might move on to starting to work on power-ups as well. But yeah, depending on how Thomas decides to go with his streaming schedule, I might reschedule this day to be another day, because I'm gonna lose viewership. anyway, thanks man, thanks. It's not true though. Literally everything I know and do I've stolen from this man. He is a god amongst men, and I admire him in his endeavors. But let's go on and show you guys what I've been doing with the confetti. You'll see the bug that I'm talking about as well. I was gonna go in and change the round amount to be less than what it is at the moment, because at the moment it's set to 5, but I'm going to keep it at 5 for the time being. So I'm playing as blue. Jump off the edge, that's cool. There's the bug right there. For some reason it sticks the... Oh, I think I've just figured out why. Okay, so there's 2 bugs here. There's you see the text that's kind of hidden in the background. Bug number 1 is that it's there, and bug number 2 is that it's in the background, not in the foreground. I know how to fix the latter of those, but I don't know how to fix the first one, because I'm doing it with animation, and it's a bit of a problem. Also, we've got randomized loading screen colors now, which is cool. It's a bit bright sometimes because it's just using the colors that I can assign to players, but it's kind of cool having them be randomized. I quite like that that's a thing. So we're just going to go through and knock the dude off 5 times. Yeah, to answer the stage hazards, yes, we do have some of the levels that Assassin Gamer has designed in Friday's stream have things like lasers and spikes, which I'm definitely going to be using, because they're awesome, and it will make the game so much more entertaining. Whoopsie daisy! I keep forgetting that I'm playing as blue and not as red. So that's 4. One more. Pew! Pew! Oh, come on. I'm really bad at my own game. Dude! There we go. There we go. And... Whoa! Did you... Honestly. Okay, there's another bug. So here's our confetti. Let me just... look at this. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool effect that we got going. Nice colours as well. I just nabbed that from a colour palette that I found online. But why is it down here? What's that all about? It should be up here. I know why. It's because I'm doing transform.position and not transform.local position. So, in my scoreboard script, where is it? Where's the line of code? Here's the line of code, or the lines of code that do the confetti particle. Just zoom in a I should be wearing my glasses, really. I'm going to do my eyesight some damage. Yeah, we're doing transform.position, and we're setting it to 8. I need that to be transform.local position. Otherwise, it's doing it in world space rather than space compared to the what's-a-majignet. Hello, Webhead. Welcome. Do I think having a power-up that adds more shots for a couple of seconds to be a good one? Yes, I do. Here we go. I'll tell you what. I'm going to read you guys. I've got a list here. This was my list of power-ups that I drew up before I even started developing this game, knowing that I wanted to have some in there. So, we've got a teleporter, because the teleporter in Spelunky is like the best thing ever, and I always... It's like an in-joke between me and my brother and a couple of our friends when we're playing Spelunky Deathmatch, that if I get a hold of the teleporter, that's it. So the game over for everybody or game over for me, because it's just really, it can do some fun things. So teleporter, definitely. Transmute, which is kind of like the morph ball in Metroid, if any of you guys have played any of the Metroid games. Specifically Metroid Prime being my favourites, but it kind of lets you turn into the morph ball and do some anti-gravity stick into service things. That one's going to be really fun. Blast Ray, which is just like a massive death beam that you can activate every now and again, that will just fire straight down, or possibly you'll be able to aim it around and it will just stay firing for a certain amount of time, but that might be a bit overpowered, so we'll see how that goes. We've got bombs, because bombs are fun. Everybody loves bombs. And then moving on to some more basic gun-based upgrades, we've got a triple shot, which is like a shotgun type thing. You just fire 3 shots at once, one straight forward and then off in a couple of angles. And then also an ammo tank, which doubles the amount of ammo that you can have. And that's my base set of 6 that I wanted to include, at least for the time being. And of course, as an extension to that, with things like the bomb and the blast ray, as I mentioned on Friday, I do want to include destructible terrain. So if you use the blast ray or a bomb, it will destroy some of the floor, which I think would be really entertaining. No, they'd reset every round, to answer your question, Joseph. And I'm also thinking I'd do it similar to how I was going to do items in Echo, whereby when you get a new one, it gets rid of the old one. Instead of you being able to just mount up all of the killer weapon things, you can have like one thing that changes the type of fire that your gun does, whether that's rapid fire or shotgun or triple shot or whatever. one thing that does a special move, so that would be something like the blast ray or the teleporter or the morph ball power up, and then things like the ammo tank or like a defensive buff. Those things, they can stack fine. There's no problem with that. Game mode suggestion. How about a game mode which you explode when you die and deal that? I swear you gave me that suggestion in like the Discord server and the last stream and the stream before that. I'm gonna make it happen because it's a brilliant game mode. Being able to have it so that when the player dies, it does damage to other players as well. It would need some balancing though, because an issue I could see arising with that is if everyone's on low health and then one player dies and all the other players are nearby, then every player dies and it's not ideal. But that's it is something that I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure you did. It might have been in the Discord server then, but I'm pretty sure that was one. Same with hot potato. That's definitely going to be something that goes in. I'm going to do loads of game modes eventually, but for the purposes of the demo and probably for like the next month or so while I'm polishing up the core functionality and everything, it's just going to be this one deathmatch game mode, because you know there's a standard rule of thumb that is if a game is not fun in its core, you can't fix that by adding more stuff. So I want to make sure that the core of this game is really fun, really solid and good to play, and then we can work on adding some more stuff to expand on that fun instead of trying to like patchwork the lack of fun, if you will. So that's the local position thing fixed. I then need to sort this one. If I change this to a vector 3 and then set the Z to be whatever it was, I'm hoping that should do it. That should probably fix it. Ah, got you. There we go, that makes more sense. Fun game modes. Make it work, make it fun, make it fast. Kinda. Yeah, basically. Then add more things to make it more fun. Exactly. You want to be adding more features that expand on the core of it being fun, rather than adding more features to make up for it not being fun. Because, you know, it's like the you can't polish a turd statement, which is very, very true. You can't polish a turd. It might be more shiny, but it's still just a turd at the end of the day. So, I want to figure out why on earth my scoreboard isn't working properly. And I reckon it's probably because of the way that I've set this thing up. So I'm actually gonna just oh, I just deleted everything and I didn't really want to. Can I undo all of that? Yes, I can. Good. So at the moment I've got it set up so I've got two layers in my animator which add to each other. They're additive layers. Why is the weight 0? Should be weight 1. I'm going to test this now, and if it's fixed something, I'm going to be really confused. My PC isn't that fast. And I mean, I'm sure both Adam and Alan, who were on... Ah! Look, they're showing up here. So this is what I'm looking for. These should be hidden. And my hunch is that as soon as I jump off the edge, they should no longer disappear. They should still be there. Okay, cool. So that's all in the right place now, but they should not be visible. And like, if we look at the animator as well, I've just gone completely off topic. I should have been reading chat. Maybe we can see if we can get Adam in the Discord server. Heaven forbid if it had an error. Yeah, I'm on a iMac 2019 edition iMac. Pretty standard specs. 2 terabytes of space. And I've upgraded the RAM as well, so I've got 40 gig of RAM, I think. So and you know, I like Apple because everything is optimized. It's not like Windows has its benefits, obviously, in that you can customize it and it's way better for gaming. You can upgrade what you want and do whatever the hell you like with it. But the downside to that is that all of the hardware is not optimized to work with with all the other bits of hardware, and it's not optimized to work with the operating system particularly either. Whereas with Apple computers, even though you lack a lot of the upgradability, especially nowadays, and I think the iMac is probably the only one that you can still upgrade even the RAM on without voiding the warranty, which I hate. I do disagree a lot with that, but it is all really well optimized, so everything's like, you know, it just works. It just works, and it's good, and it will last for years. Computer's about 3 or 4 years old, and it's been used. Yeah, way more than just used. Brilliant. I mean, it's always a good idea to, with old computers, you know, give them a proper clean down, wipe the hard drive completely, reinstall the operating system, all that stuff. Helps keep them alive for longer, and it's nice to have a fresh start as well. I mean, I do that with this one too, because it's it's just a good thing to do. Now, why is the scoreboard? Because look, if I go in here and I look at my winner layer, you can see this is hidden. So that should mean, based on the animation, the alpha of this should be 0. But it's not. In fact, it's not even changing. If I pause the game, can I change it? And then when I unpause the game, it shows again. But its winner is hidden. And winner hidden quite clearly does that. Ah! Now I'm confused. Now I'm less confused. So yeah, for some reason it's still showing the animation. It's still showing the thing, even though the animation is hiding it. Which is really annoying, and is kind of making me think the easiest way to fix this is going to be to just split the animations out into their own objects and kind of animate things separately, which, yeah, I'm just going to do that because I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to spend ages doing code. I want to spend time working on levels with you guys, because levels are fun. So we are going to do public animator continue text animator and a public animator animator winner text animator, and then we will put this as the winner text animator, and we'll put this as the continue text animator. And I'm also going to increase this wait for seconds up to 4, just so it means I can account for the amount of time it takes for the cameras to change over as well. I don't think I need to do that though, actually. Let's have it 3 and see what happens. There shouldn't be anything overriding the alpha value, because I'm not messing with it in the code anywhere. And also, I kind of can't be bothered. I'm being really lazy today, and I'm fully okay with that. My main objective, what I want to do, I want to get these extra levels done, get it working, and then get it out to you guys so you can do some pre-alpha testing and get your hands on it and have a play with it yourself. And I'll be explaining how you can do that on Sunday in the video, which I am actually going to upload. I missed this weekend because I was being slow doing bug fixes and quality of life stuff, because there's a lot of stuff in there that just you guys would suggest it as feedback, and I already know that it's something that I need to do, so I want to do those things and then send it out to you guys so I can get more of the feedback that I wouldn't think about. Shouldn't need 2 keyframes. It's usually the case that if you have a single frame, it just does it. It's a bit weird if it stopped doing that. But this is fine because I can fix it pretty easily just with the 2 animators. If I can... Scoreboard, there we go. My brain was really struggling then. So, I'm going to switch back to 2D view because, why would I not? Going to take the animator off of here. And I'm going to add them to here and here. Animator. And an animator. And I'm going to delete this UI animator, delete that. And I'm doing this really stupidly. Let's just like that, and then like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Make a transition from here to here. Get rid of all of this. We need a trigger called display winner. And then on this one, we'll do a very similar thing. We're going to have the hidden as the default layer state. Make the transition like that. Boop, boop, boop. And then, what's my trigger? Continue. Add a trigger, continue, like that. Click, add, boom. Solid, nailed it. So, this should work now. Let's see what's happening. I was wondering something. You have Instagram on the stream. Yep. I should add the other stuff like the Discord and the Patreon, absolutely. I'm just being incredibly lazy. And I haven't gotten around to updating the... what's it called? What's it called? The overlay. The overlay. I haven't gotten around to updating it, so I do absolutely need to do that, and I need to do the same for Friday streams where we do the gaming, because that's going to be a regular thing now. That I need to make an overlay for that as well. Other question from Jamie here: what kind of job do I want when I finish school? I don't. I want to be doing this full time, ideally. I don't really want to, I don't like working on a schedule that isn't my own. And also it's just not particularly fulfilling. It would be nice, I've always said it would be nice to have a job at Unity, because I love Unity, I've been using it for years. And that would be really cool if I was to have a job, but even then, I wouldn't want to be there for, I wouldn't want to be there for longer than a couple of years. Because, yeah, ultimately my goal in life is to work for myself and be able to do things like this, helping out people like you, people like me, who like game development, want to learn stuff. And who potentially also want to do it full time. I want to be the kind of person who other devs can come to and be like, yo, how did you do this? And I'll be like, I did it like that. And then people could be like, cool. So yeah, I ideally I don't want to be doing a job after I finished school. If that answers your question. Just fixing up these animations quickly because they're easy enough to create. It's probably more work doing this. Actually, no. It's not more work doing it this way than it is doing it the other way. We are almost done, and as soon as I'm done with this, we should be able to get straight on and do levels, which is going to be really cool. Create a game dev course like Thomas Brush after my first game. Well, I've got some stuff planned. Fortune favors the prepared and all that. So I am rather prepared. Yeet. But I've got a timeline. And then fade in. No. Oh, I forgot to set it. Ha. I actually have to go on here and set my animators. So the winner text animator and continue text animator. There we go. Let's try this again, shall we? I'm going to maximize it as well so you guys can see it properly. Yeah, I'll say it now. I have a plan. I have a plan for something I want to do, and it may or may not involve this project. Do I think I'd prefer being a solo dev or building a team? For me personally, I'd prefer being a solo dev because I'm a bit of a... It's both a flaw and like a favourable trait, in my opinion of mine, that I'm quite a control freak and perfectionist about things. And certainly when it comes to things like games, and you know, I like creating stories and Sorry, I'll come back to the question in a second, but are we seeing this? Parameter continue does not exist, and it's right here. Have I put them in the wrong place or something? That's exactly what I've done. Continue text animator should be there, and winning text animator. So this is why you shouldn't do it the way that I've just done it, because it's clearly making my life more difficult. So yeah, to go back to the question, I'd prefer to be solo dev because I like having all of that creative control. I think realistically, if I was to do something involving a team, I would definitely do something similar to what Thomas Brush has done, and work with a publisher or a like an outsourced developer to help me progress with the development of a larger scale project. But I think just from a legal point of view as well, and certainly things where you can get conflicts between employees, and being someone who likes to have as much creative control over a project as I do, I know even doing a game jam project with my girlfriend was kind of difficult, because there's ways that I picture things in my head, and then even though she's an amazing designer, amazing illustrator, and absolutely love her stuff, it didn't line up with the image I had. And even though it still looks awesome and looks amazing, I'm like, that's not what I was thinking. It was hard for me to kind of stop myself from being like, nah, change it and do it like this. And I think that would cause issues in a team. So it would definitely be a case that I'd go solo and outsource things as best I could, just knowing the type of person that I am. That would be the best suiting approach for me. Yeah, another secret project. Secret projects are my specialty, what can I say? Anyway, It works. We've got our confetti. It's not looking the best at the moment, mainly because it's a bit close to the surface, and the confetti's kind of just jiggling on the floor. But when it's falling down out of the sky, it looks pretty cool. I wonder if there's a setting in the collision that will, when the particle collides and their speed is higher than this value. So if I set this to 0, then it'll die on collision. Nice. Well, I mean, that works for me. Cool. Happy Shiba noises indeed. Would be cool if the winner was jumping / celebrating, the others were standing still. You read my mind. You read my mind. Should we do that now? Should we do that now, guys? Or shall I do that later and we do levels now? What's the vibe? What are people feeling? Because it would probably be pretty quick to do. I mean, I say probably. No, levels. Do it now. Which am I doing? Am I doing levels or am I doing the thing? I think we'll start with levels. We'll come back to it at the end if we've got time, because levels should be kind of quick. So, if we head over to our fantastic, amazing Discord server that we've got here, we've got roundabout up at the top. Here we go. All of these amazing level designs. So, I'm going to start off. I'm going to pick one and I'm going to make it. I'm going to pick. I kind of want to pick this one. I might have to make some changes to it though, because I know this jump is going to be impossible. Like getting from down here. If you end up down here, you're not going to be able to get back up again. And I'm going to make it basically first, and then we're going to go and make the spikes, and then we're going to go and make the lasers. I think that sounds like a good plan, because the lasers are going to take a little bit longer to make than the normal thing. So we're going to go with this level here, which I think looks so fun. I'm thinking what I might need to do to change it is pull these outer walls across a little bit, and probably push this middle stage up a bit as well. Possibly get rid of these spikes in favor for spikes up the top here. And we'll see how that goes. So we're going to get straight on and do that in a new window. We do indeed have a 3-way tie. You guys are not helpful sometimes. It's funny. Right. Let's get right into the news. Oh, there's a question. Can I do a Keemstar thing? If I'm what am I gonna get? Am I gonna get some shade for that? So what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 by 5. No, you're 5 and you are 8. And we're gonna have this smack up against the wall here. Oh, he's a little bit on the inside. That's all right. We can just stretch him out a tad. I think if we go only just over where we need to go, center him up on the Y as well. Actually, I'm going to move him down a bit. I keep almost accidentally touching the keyboard on the chat. Let's do -1. And we'll send him over to +14 as well. Let's see what we've got. Have I thought about platforms that start to break on collision? I haven't thought about ones that break on collision, but I have thought about ones like bounce pads. And there's, I know in one of the level suggestions that we've got from Justin, there's the platforms that appear and disappear in a similar fashion to the lasers, and I'll probably add some more things like that, and it should be good. But I don't want to do, especially with destructible terrain, I think a platform that would break just from stepping on it might get a little tight when there's so much open space, if you get what I mean. Hello, Indian. Welcome to the stream. Maybe I could place spikes as a power-up and make an... that's not a bad shout, actually. Gonna write that down. Gonna write that down on my list with my pencil. And I'm gonna play about with that. Thanks, man. It's much appreciated. Hopefully it brings... My aim is to bring value to people. If I can bring value to people, then we're good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'd like to be able to make it so things are at least useful for people, so that watching the content isn't like a bit of a waste of time, whether that's you find it entertaining or you actually learn something from it. That's up to you guys, but as long as it does bring you some value in your day, that's what we want. 1 thick. I think it's 1 thick. I'm like swiping all over the place. It's only 3 wide as well. I'm gonna keep him at 4, and we're gonna have him be somewhere like here. I wonder if I can make that jump. I don't feel like I can. Let's do it -4.5. That should be okay. And we're gonna move the spawn points around at this point. So I want this guy to be at 0 on X, probably somewhere down towards the bottom. We'll have this guy be directly above him, and then these fellas can be over to the sides. I like to have things be symmetric as well, because I'm a bit of a little bit OCD like that. 2.75. And what was it? 13.5 was it? Oh my god, it is amazing. Right, what are we missing? Extra platforms. Extra platforms. Ah. I'm wondering now if I've actually got the units wrong for the amount of space that there is on screen, because I know this is definitely 20 tall because I went and counted it. Oh my god, it's Adam. Hey man, do you wanna hop in the Discord voice chat? And we can conflab. If anybody wants to hop in the Discord voice chat, actually, feel free to go ahead, and we can have a chat on stream while I'm doing stuff. And you're all good. You're getting that bread, friend. And that is important. Okay, we've got a duplicate of the block down at the bottom here. We're gonna do that and make him too tall, and then drag him up to the top, so he's like here-ish. I'm trying to be conscious as well that I don't want to put stuff too high up, because then we'll have the problem of, you know what, actually I'm tweaking your design as I'm going, but I think actually just having it like this is okay. I'm being mindful that I don't want to make it too unfair. So maybe if I make that 12 and make this one a little bit closer to 6, and then at least people have somewhat of a chance of being able to clear that jump. Hey Frozen Well, thanks for stopping by again, friend. Oh, he's in the stream channel. Here we go. Let's hop in. Hello. Hold on, I need to unmute myself in Discord so you can hear me properly. Everybody say hi to Adam in stream. Put a hi in chat. Amazing. They should be able to, unless my output... Oh, wait, no. I might have to do some setting changes. Voice and video. Let's just change this over to multi-output. There we go. Now they should be able to hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, God, you're like a robot. Oh, dear. You are... You are very roboty. You are very roboty. Ah, my plan might be flawed. I might have to do some fiddling. Oh, yeah. I'll have to do some fiddling with that then. In that case, we've got people in the Hangout. I tell you what, for the purpose of stream people, because I need to look into that more, we're gonna hang in the community Hangout if anyone wants to come and chat. Yeah, I just changed my settings back. Yeah, hop over into the community Hangout, and if anyone else wants to come in and join as well, we can chat. There we go. Is that going to work for me? Oh, now my voice and video is completely broken. Man, Discord just hates me. Discord just hates me. What can I say? Here's a plan. Let's just disconnect. Hey, me. We'll wait for that to start back up again. I like these little sections where things go wrong. There we go. I can hear now. Got a bit of an echo going on. It's nice to talk to you though, man. Are you? Amazing. Got Adam in the middle of a lesson. Pretty decent. Yeah, we've just begun. Because of the fact that I've coded things so poorly, I won't be able to just test the level on its own. I kind of just have to hope it rocks up. Or I have to hard code that I want to play this level, which is, yeah. Stream can't hear me. Yeah, stream can't hear people in Discord, unfortunately. I need to play about more with the settings. Yeah, because at the moment, if I switch it over in my settings to stick you guys out like that, then
This Friday stream is going to be much higher quality than the last one.
The Friday stream is going to be much higher quality.
We're gonna have our own dedicated webcams. We're gonna both have our own microphones. It's gonna be dope.
There's so much robotness on you guys. No Alan. Oh yeah, no Alan still, but we'll be back on it. Woo! I won't sound like I'm on the other end of the room. Yeah, apologies to people watching the stream who can't hear what's going on in the Discord. I need to figure out how to make it work properly. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is head over into the scene loader, and I'm actually gonna... No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go into... Is it Session Manager? Yes, it's the Session Manager, and I want the start round to wherever my level loading is. Yeah, there we go. Guys, I've spotted I'm doing something really strange. I don't know what it is that I'm doing, but I'm referencing scene loader before I've assigned it, which is a bit strange. It must be getting assigned somewhere else. We are going to load level 6 when we start the round, and that should be good. So now when we go over into our player select, when it loads, there we go, we should see oh, brilliant. So you're getting a bit of delay. Hey, here we go. So I mean, you'll see on stream in a moment the level is working. I just oh, that is a close jump. So you have to do it in a couple of steps to get up there, and I mean, it's all right. It's a bit, I might play about with some of the distances. I mean, it's all right actually. Pew. It's pretty solid, to be fair. Yay, I won. Whoop whoop. And then start to continue. Cool. Oh, wrong controller. There we go. Oh, that is bright. I need to fix some of those colours though. Okay, so this is cool. This is cool. This is good. We've got that working. So now we've got to do these spikes, which means I need to pull up like Photoshop, I guess. Or nothing beats white triangles, indeed. I'm going to be lazy and just create... oh wait, I don't think I even need to create it anymore because they changed it. I think I should be able to create a 2D object sprite. Yeah, it seems like they've gotten rid of triangles though, which is annoying. So what I'll do, literally, and they've gotten rid of it, so I'm just going to use a square, and I'm gonna duplicate the square and make it a child of the square. And I'm gonna rotate it through 45 degrees and scale it down to like a quarter size, and then wait, center, global, smack, boom. It's kind of works. It's coming. Oh, I want to scale it in global space. Unless... Oh, nah. I'm going to have to stop being lazy or it's going to annoy me. Let's open up Illustrator. Illustrator. Yep, that one. We'll let that load for a minute. The 45-degree rotated square could have been the move, but I'm too picky. See what chat's saying. Don't forget to... Yes, Joseph Legend. And you're in the Discord chat as well, so I can say that to you and you hear it before the stream does. The levels will be randomized as well, don't worry. Oh, I finished my drink. Ah. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. That sounds really good. So for the purposes of people watching on stream who can't hear what's going on Discord, because I'm not keeping an eye on anybody who's in the Discord server particularly, or anyone who's in the Discord server at the moment, that is. Going back to Justin's designs for levels, he's just told me with regards to the platforms that disappear when the player touches them. Is that after a certain time period would they disappear after touching them? Right, okay. Whoopsie daisy. I've not actually, I haven't seen any Fall Guys gameplay. Brilliant. But yeah, that would be really cool. So yeah, what I was saying, the platforms that disappear, stream people, they'll also be triggered to disappear by bullets that the player fires. So you can do some tactical things like firing bullets specifically when a player lands on one of these platforms so that it knocks them off. I think that's really cool. It's just oopsie daisy. Click, click. Got them all selected. Scale that down like that. Boom. Easy spikes. You can't see them unless the black's there, but that's okay. We are going to file, export, export as. And we are not going to export it to the Patreon. Which, on the subject of Patreon, while I'm talking about it, we've just made some recent changes to the Patreon for anyone who's watching the stream. Oh, bye Adam. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your university work. Yeah, for Patreon, we've just done a full reshift, a little jiggy about with the way the tiers work. So we've only got 3 tiers now, £1, £5 and £10 each, where each of them has an incrementing amount of value. All of them give you access to the Patreon hangout over in the Discord server, which you should totally join if you're not already a part of. And there's a special offer running until the 1st of May now, where if you sign up to the Patreon before the 1st of May, you will be included by name or by username in the credits or as a character in the game of every game that we make ever, as like a founding member. And that's even if you cancel your membership after that first month. So it's a cool little fun thing that I've added in as a little extra, if anyone wants to check it out. It's going to be cool. I'm trying to think of a way that I can include the current Patreons in this game, because obviously there's not like named characters or anything. So one of the things that I wanted to do is have like the power-ups be specifically designed and named after the current Patreons that we've got, which I think would be really cool. Yeah, hats would be really cool, to be fair. I need to figure out a way to do hats without like with the rotation, because there's no guarantee that it's always going to rotate for 360 degrees. It might only go like 90 or 45 and then stop, and yeah, it would be a bit weird. We got Jamie's just said in chat, imagine if Shiba Dog Studios becomes a $3 billion company, and then we use your guys' names in the games. That would honestly be amazing. I'd love that. Literally, yeah. Oh, it'd be so funny. Oh, I've seen a problem. It's the same problem that I always have when I'm exporting stuff from Illustrator. It makes it not actually the right size, which is like, why you do that? Stupid thing. Because now, when I drag and drop this into the scene, it's going to be, oh, it's not too big. That doesn't fill me with, that fills me with dread that it's the right size. It shouldn't be. Oh my god, it actually is the right size. Yeah, I mean, that is the better way to do it, to be fair. Go Illustrator first and then transition over into Photoshop, but you know, I'm being lazy today. Well, I mean, I export them from Illustrator as a PNG first, because Unity does have support for vector graphics now, but it's a lot more taxing on the computer, obviously, because it's all mathematical calculations rather than like actual drawn things. Right. Yeah, when you're using, if you're using vectors for everything, you're gonna have far too much maths going on. You wouldn't be able to have anything less than a supercomputer be able to run your game. Yeah. What kind of power up would Joseph be? Says Joseph. I don't know, Joseph. What kind of power up would it be? Yeah. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Right, what am I doing here? Blah, 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 blah. Fixing the spikes. I need to create an empty, and this is going to be spikes, and I'm going to move the spikes graphic underneath and rename it to graphics, and I'm going to reset the position, and now cool, so we got some spikes at the pivot. Why is this like this? Because it's in a completely random position on Z, that's why. Where have I got things positioned on Z generally? Something like 10, I think. Yeah. And this is obviously going to need a box collider, which we're going to go in and we're going to set the bounds of this now by hand. Something that I am going to do, I'm going to have it so that the collision sits slightly inside the spikes to like err in the favor of the player. So if the player is like coming down and they just skim it but they don't quite touch the spikes, then they can jump off still, because otherwise it's going to be too much damage. The players will be like, ah. Exactly. You always want to do things in favor of the player rather than in favor of the game. Exactly. If the player doesn't feel OP, you're not doing your job as a developer, right? Oh no, why is that in a strange position? You know what? Can I? It should be 0.5. Yeah, it's just being weird. -9, not -10. 9. 0.5. 0.75. There we go. -5.75. 10. Rotation is going to be -90. Perfect. And we're going to duplicate these spikes all over the place. I almost feel like they could do with being bigger. But I'll fix that. I'll fix that another time. I can't be bothered right now. Honestly, I'm being so lazy today. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. Let's rotate all of these around. Exactly, this is all the early days fun. And the most exciting bit is going to be when we can get you guys playing it. I'm really looking forward to getting feedback from you guys. And seeing what you guys all think of the game. Spirit Bomb is a good suggestion for a power up. Just looking at chat. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Oh, there's gaps in the spikes as well. The player can't jump on the walls, actually. Yeah, I'm wondering if double jumps is something that I should add, because yeah, it probably would be good to have. Although that said, with these gaps only being 1 unit large anyway, it would be so precise trying to get in them that yeah, just they're like, whoa, MLG. Yeah, I might have to look into it, to be fair then. Let's just sort out the rest of these spikes, and then for anyone who's been paying attention, you might have noticed I've made these spikes as prefabs, so that I can position them all out and I can do the code afterwards, and it will just apply to all of them, because again, lazy. And you know, as an indie dev, it makes sense to err on the side of laziness, because you know, no one's paying you to, I mean, technically speaking, no one is directly paying you, and you know, chances are, even if people are paying you, it's not going to be anywhere near a full-time salary. So what, you like not being paid? Yes, yeah. It's nice having the freedom to be able to do what you like when you like. Yeah, why not? Go for it. Yeah, have it put out there. Oh, I'll tell you what, it is such a shame that I can't get the Discord audio to go through the stream properly. That's really annoying. I'm definitely going to see if I can figure that out. Well, with being on a Mac, another downside is that it doesn't directly capture the system audio, so you've got to feed the system audio through something else separately. So for the music, I use a thing called I Show You audio capture, and I've got a an audio MIDI device set up in OS X, which kind of reroutes the audio through my headphones and through the I Show You thing, and then in OBS I use that I Show You audio capture as the input source for the system audio thing in OBS. Yeah, it's a bit involved, a bit convoluted, but that's the kind of same thing I'd have to do with Discord. The issue is when I do that with Discord, it makes the audio really glitchy as well. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some fiddling and see if there's a better way that I can do that. So what I'm gonna do in here is That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just copying and pasting the logic for the bullet. There's some little changes that I'll have to make though, because one problem is obviously with the bullet, when a bullet hits a player, it gets destroyed, so it can only hit a player once. With the spikes, if a player goes into the spikes and that registers as a collision, it's going to keep colliding and it's just going to keep hitting it to the point where the player will just build up so much knockback, it's going to just... it'll become impossible. So I need to do something that's going to get around that, and I've got an idea for what I can do. On trigger, enter 2D. Oh, actually no, let's not be stupid about this. Let's just use public void on collision, enter 2D, and then if we'll have a player movement player like that, and then if player equals collision.transform.getComponent blah 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 blah, then we'll do damage. Damage percentage can be the same as a bullet, because bullets are going to be a little bit weaker. I can't remember what my default value for bullet damage is. I think I set it to like 5 or something. I don't know if I even did it on stream, to be fair. I think it might have been one of the things that I did, because I did the player movement. I started doing the player movement on stream, and then I kind of disappeared off the face of the earth for ages. And that was that. And then I came back and I was like, game! And it was cool, but it means none of the stuff is documented. Oh dear. Oh no, I remember how it works. So the player movement actually decides the damage that the bullet does, because eventually all of this logic for like shooting and reloading and whatnot will be taken out of the player and moved into like a weapon script, which will obviously make things for like hot switching weapons out. Like we've got Joseph suggested having power up that makes bullets bouncy, which is another one that I really like the sound of. But that we can then just have a weapon that has a bullet that's got a different like physics logic on it. Yes. Yeah, that's something I've got on the list, is a like a grenade or bomb type effect, and that will do terrain destruction as well. But there's the possibilities are endless. It's brilliant. Oh, tragic. Oh, here we go. I've been being stupid. My damage percentage is right here, and it's 60. Holy dooly. That's a lot of damage. Alright. I think we'll have spikes do 50. That should be okay. Because you can go, oh no, 50 is going to be quite high. Wow, that's kind of more what I want to have, because the difficulty as well is the rounds are supposed to be short. It's supposed to be quick and like that, like fast paced, so I want to have the spikes do large amounts of knockback compared to a bullet. So they kind of need to do a high damage just because of the way that I've got knockback set up. The problem that I've got is, oh, never mind, I'm being stupid again. Float y offset is equal to math f dot sine of exactly this, except we are going to do y instead of z. Oops. And what is impact? I don't need to do particle systems. That's fine. Actually no, let's do some particles. Why not? So we'll have a public particle system. Wait, what? Where am I getting this impact from? I'm probably instantiating it in the bullet script. Yeah. We're doing this. Like that, and then I need public game object impact particle. Now I'm almost convinced this is. Oh wait, nah, forget it. I can't be bothered to think about how to get the position set up correctly at the moment. So I'm just gonna comment that line out and come back to it later. Because again, make it fast. Wait, make it work, make it fast, make it pretty. That's the steps. Yep. Also, hello Mark Boss. Welcome to the stream. I'm actually probably gonna end soon, in like 15 minutes ish, plus minus. Do a half an hour and a half stream today, I think, and I'm gonna get some more sleep because sleep makes my brain work. Oh yeah, that's what I needed to do as well. So I'm gonna have a public list, no, public hash map or hash set. Yeah, hash set makes sense, of type player movement called hit players, and we are also going to have a private float cooldown time, and we'll set this equal to like 0.5 f, so half a set. Oh no, 0.25. And all we're going to do is have public void update, and I need to do one of the countdown things, which I can never remember how to do off the top of my head, but we're basically going to have it be the case so that when a player is hit, we are going to say hit players dot add the player that we've just hit, and we also want to make sure that if I command X all of this, if hit players dot contains player, we don't want to hit a player that's already been hit within the cooldown time. So I swear I've done something like this in here with the knockback. Yes. I'm gonna copy paste this over to the sprites and I'm gonna mess with it. So we can get rid of this. We'll have a private, whoops, float time to end cooldown like that. and we will simply say if if the time to recovery is less than or equal to 0. This is going to be incredibly prone to errors, but I'm going to go with it anyway. So if time to end cooldown is less than or equal to 0, then we're going to say time to end cooldown is equal to cooldown time. Otherwise, if hit players dot length count is greater than 0, then we will say time to end cooldown minus equals time dot delta time, and then we can get rid of this line up here. So that's basically just going to say if our cooldown time is ended, then we're going to reset the cooldown period, and if we're within the cooldown period and we have players that we need to cool down on, then we will do our countdown. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. But we also need to say here, hit players dot clear, to make sure that when the cooldown is finished, our players can be hit again. That should do it. I'm hoping that will do it. So all of these spikes should have spikes on them now, like as in the script. We will save this and give it a test run. Everybody cross your fingers. Okay, here we go. Oop. No reference exception. Oh, yeah. I've been a bit of a dingus. I need to actually go in here and say this is equal to a new hash set of player movement objects. Or it's gonna tell me that it doesn't exist. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, come on. And then if this works, I'm going to end the stream there on a high, because I'm also sleepy. And then I'll let you guys wait and experience the lasers when they happen. Okay, so this is clearly not working. Look at that. It's just chilling. It's just chilling on the spikes. Well, okay. That is exactly what I've done. I just have this line here needs to be not, as has been pointed out by Sam in chat. I was checking if the array did contain the player rather than checking if it didn't contain the player to allow it to be hit. So that should fix it now. I'm just going to stick a little debug.log. We hit a player. Like that, just to make sure that it actually does do the thing, and that I'm not being a dingus. And that should do it. That should do it. And our players should be getting knocked back nicely. Ignore. Okay, here we go. Honestly, these are the type of programming mistakes that I make on a daily basis, guys. This is like my job. I literally spent about like an hour today trying to figure out why I couldn't iterate over an array, and it's because I was missing like a full stop somewhere. There we go. Phew. And he does a little spin as well. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So now you got the juicy, smacks you into the... Oh gosh, that was high knockback. He was gone. I can imagine. Boom. It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. There's like... It literally... Oh god, there we go. That is lethal. You make one mistake in there and that's it. I'm gonna have to nerf the damage on this. Here we go, you fire this guy in. No. No! 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 Oh. Something weird happened there. Okay, this is riddled with bugs. Riddled with bugs, and I think half of it's down to the oh god, the damage and the slow-mo. Here's something fun that we can see. I can continue to shoot if I'm in a knocked back state without any slow-mo, and that should not be the case. I think that should be easy enough to fix. He says. Awesome. That's good to hear. That it's basically bang on. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do some balancing, which I'm not gonna do right now because I don't think my brain can take it. I'm so half asleep. Shall I just release a version of the game like this with the spikes being massively OP, just so everyone complains about how OP the spikes are? Literally, yeah. Everyone who's on stream at the moment will be there like, yeah, I can beat all my friends because I know that spikes are lethal. Oh. All right. Well, with that, I'm gonna end the stream there. I think it's not been as productive as I would have liked it to be, but we have made some solid progress at the same time. In that we have our spikes in place. We've got some. It's looking pretty cool. They do knockback, even though it's absolutely deadly and overpowered to the max. It's progress. It's progress, and it's gonna be cool once I do actually get it balanced properly, and once I fix some of the slow-mo knockback stuff as well. Sleep is greater than balancing, yeah. Literally, yeah. Lasers and spikes are identical. I wouldn't even do that, to be fair. I'd just use the same collider thing and then have it just be a red square. Because it'd give me more control over the area. Or even if I was to use a cast, I'd use like a box cast rather than a ray cast. Because the issue with using just a single ray cast is that it's really, really thin. So if I wanted to cover a large area, I'd have to do multiple ray casts, and that would get really taxing on the system, depending on how detailed I wanted to go with it. Which I guess would have to be probably a ray every half unit, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, disappearing platforms will be the next thing on my list, and getting all these levels in. the rest of the levels and the extra platform stuff is basically going to be the rest of the stuff that I do now up until Sunday, and then that version with all of these levels and the spikes and the lasers is going to be the one that I punt out for you guys to be able to get your hands on as the pre-alpha version, along with hopefully the Steam page. Fingers crossed, if I can get everything approved and arranged in time, and then yeah, we'll move forward from there. But with that, I'll end the stream there. I'm gonna hang around for anyone who fancies chatting for a bit longer. I think I'll hang around in general, the community chat in the Discord for an extra 10-15 minutes or so to chat, because it's quite fun. We'll have another live stream on Friday with Adam doing more of this playtesting and level design stuff, which is going to be super fun as well. And thank you guys for watching. Again, if you're not already in the Discord server, please come join. If you fancy supporting us extra or wanting to find out a way that you could, and you know, weighing up the pros and cons of if you wanted to or not, please consider at least checking out the Patreon page. There's list of new benefits on there, like I say, and we also have the special offer running until 1st of May, which would be cool to get on. Even if you only wanted to support for £5 a month for a single month, you will get that benefit for the rest of forever. So it's one worth checking out. But with that, thank you guys for coming and watching, and hopefully I'll get to chat to a few of you for a little bit in the Discord server. Until next time, guys, see you around.